Welcome to DriverRobotBonuses.com. This is our video review of the DriverRobot software utility. In this video, we're going to share with you some of the things we like about DriverRobot and some of our dislikes about DriverRobot, and give you a sense of why we recommend using the software. So if you're looking for a way to easily and quickly update the drivers for your Windows XP or Windows Vista computer, DriverRobot can be a great utility. If you're like us, you've had problems with drivers on your Windows PC. This is very, very common. You might have had a difficulty in locating an updated driver for your favorite piece of hardware, wasting time browsing through the manufacturer's website, which are often confusing or difficult to navigate. Maybe even more unfortunately, you've had problems like the kind we've had where a driver is actually causing your computer to crash. In our experience with our test computer, actually, right before we were using the DriverRobot software, we were having a problem with the driver for our video card where Windows was actually crashing. We were getting the dreaded blue screen of death where the Windows would just crash and it would display a blue screen with indecipherable crash data on it, and the system would just have to completely go down and be restarted. And at worst, these kind of crashes can make you lose everything on your hard drive. Sometimes the only way to recover from a crash in those cases is to completely reinstall Windows on your hard drive, to start over from scratch, losing all of your data. So if you're looking to avoid these kind of problems, DriverRobot can be a very useful piece of software. So here are the key things that we find useful about DriverRobot. First of all, DriverRobot runs very quickly and cleanly. It saves you a lot of time. You won't have to waste any more time browsing through manufacturers' websites because DriverRobot will scan your computer quickly and figure out what your hardware configuration is. Using its own proprietary database, it'll figure out if you have any drivers that can be updated. If I just click over to DriverRobot here quickly, you can see in the main DriverRobot window, if I start a scan, you can see how quickly it immediately begins scanning my computer, looking at my hardware configuration, figuring out which drivers are available for updates, and here it comes back quickly with 3 updates. We've been very impressed with DriverRobot's ability to scan your computer quickly. In fact, DriverRobot guarantees that it will detect 100% of your system's devices, even if you have an older computer. That guarantee is for computers that were manufactured after the year 2000, so even computers that are pretty old in computer terms, from 2001 or 2002, DriverRobot guarantees that it'll correctly scan your hardware configuration. Second, DriverRobot has a huge driver database. It is constantly updating its database of drivers. Currently it has support for thousands, literally tens of thousands of hardware devices in its database. And DriverRobot has 2 unique features to its database of available drivers. First, it has a driver spider feature, which is a web spider, a web crawling application that's constantly looking for updated drivers to help ensure that you're getting the most up-to-date drivers when you run DriverRobot scan. And it also has, uniquely, it has driver mirroring. So if you can't download a driver from a website, say the manufacturer doesn't give the driver on their website anymore, you can actually download the driver through the DriverRobot server. So this is a unique feature in terms of driver updating softwares. Next, DriverRobot has this great offline driver analysis feature, an exporter feature as it's called within the software. I can click over and show you here the exporter. And the exporter allows you to use a computer that's connected to the internet to update a computer that isn't connected to the internet. So say you have an older computer that needs a new modem driver or a new network card driver, and you're having a hard time getting it connected to the internet. Using the exporter feature, you can quickly update all the drivers on your older computer even if you don't have a working internet connection for that computer. This can be a real time saver if you're trying to set up an older computer, say as a second computer for your kids or for a friend, for a family member who needs a machine. Another great feature in DriverRobot is the ability to automate driver scans, so you can make sure that your computer is always having the most up-to-date drivers. In addition, DriverRobot has great technical support, and the technical support is through their website. They guarantee that they'll give you a response within 24 hours, 7 days a week, and the people who are writing the tech support are the developers who wrote the software. So if you have any difficulty using the software, you can contact the software developers directly through their website, which is really a nice feature. Now, in our experience using Driver Robot, it has really been a useful utility on our own system. It hasn't been without flaw, however. We want to show you some of the things that Driver Robot could do better. First of all, it only supports Windows XP, Vista, and now Windows 7. That is, it doesn't have support for earlier versions of Windows, like Windows 98 or Windows 2000. Now, this is important to note because we have seen some websites and some software review sites saying that Driver Robot will run on Windows 98, Windows 2000, or Windows Millennium Edition, and this is not true. It's important to note that it just supports XP, Vista, and 7. Secondly, the installation process for the driver updates you download is not fully automatic. Now, it would be great if Driver Robot just automatically installed all the updates that it downloaded for you. It can't do that, however, because all the different manufacturers have their own installation procedures for their own driver updates. So Driver Robot makes it very easy to get those updates and to initiate the installation procedures, but it can't fully automate them for you. So the installation doesn't run completely in the background. You're going to have to interact with it a bit. So that should give you a sense of what Driver Robot can offer for you. In our experience, it's really been a great utility. It is all about reducing the amount of stress in your life, trying to prevent problems before they happen, make it easier to download drivers that you might have a hard time finding on your own. And reducing those kind of headaches has really been a valuable thing for us. And we feel that it will be that way for you too. So Driver Robot is free to download. You can download it through the link that you'll see below this video. You can check it out, run a system scan, see how it works on your own system. If you decide that you would like to keep Driver Robot and you want to go ahead and purchase a license for it, and you do so through the link on our website, we've put together some bonuses that we are offering that make Driver Robot, which is already a good piece of software, into a really great piece of software. We try and fill in some of those gaps that we identified in our review. So if you decide to purchase Driver Robot through the link on our website, we have two bonuses to offer you. The first is really the most valuable. We put together a series of video tutorials that will cover how to use Driver Robot to make sure you understand all of its ins and outs. In our experience, nothing helps you learn a new piece of software more quickly than a training video. We put together some comprehensive ones that will help you learn Driver Robot's features quickly and easily. Our video tutorials will walk you through Driver Robot's features step by step. You'll see how to use the software right on your screen, just like you see here. We'll make sure each step is clear and easy to understand. We'll also try and cover some topics in dealing with Windows drivers generally, like how to use the Windows Device Manager just in a basic way, how to roll back to an older version of a driver if you're having problems with an updated driver, which can sometimes happen, particularly with video cards. Also, we're able to offer you a free copy of the ebook Operating Systems Uncovered. This is a good overview of operating systems generally, and it will help you get a good sense of what drivers do and the role they play on your computer system, and help you become a more confident and knowledgeable computer user. Thanks for taking the time to watch our overview video about the Driver Robot software. We know that the bonuses we're offering will make Driver Robot all that more useful on your own computer system, and we encourage you to download Driver Robot and check it out. Remember, it's free to try out, so there's no reason not to download it. Take a look at it, see how the scan feature works on your own computer system. We hope you'll join us for the video tutorials.